Okay students, last topic we discussed the naming of the angles. So today concept will go for how to measure the angles. Before going to that topic, just I recall that. So what do you mean by angle? One more definition is there. So this is x, y and z. This is called y-axis is called r or initial rate. Initial rate, and yz is also another arm. We can say final rate. Okay, so here this is the central vertex of y. So here angle moves. So what do you mean by angle? The distance moves. Here this is the distance. The distance moves initial ray to final ray. So is called an angle. The distance moves initial ray to final ray is called angle. The SI unit of angle is unit of angle is degree. Unit of angle is degree. How to write? So unit of angle is degree. Okay. How to measure the angle? So the unit to measure. So unit to represent the angle is degree. How to write it symbolically? So this is the way how to represent. The measure of an angle is degree. Okay. So this is the what is the angle and unit to represent the angle is degree. Then how to measure the angle? Which instrument to be used for angle? So there is one instrument is there. So this is called protractor. Okay, this is called protractor. Here in this protractor, this is called central point, and this is called baseline. And here there are two scales are there. Here 0 to 180, this is inner scale, and 180 to 0 outer scale. Okay. So here 0 to here in this protractor 0 to 180 there are 180 divisions are there. See, count, there are 180 divisions are there. Each division is called an degree. Each division is called degree. Okay students, with the help of protractor, so let us take one example how to measure the angles. Okay, so I will draw one example here. So this is initial ray and this is a final ray. Okay. So how to measure how much angle it is? So with the help of this protractor we can find out. Here this is what? Vertex B, and this is A, and this is C. Okay. So first you keep the protractor with the vertex B, on the vertex B, and this initial ray and the base of this protractor overlap together. Okay. This initial ray and the baseline of this protractor both are lie on the same. And now start from, check it whether this initial ray starts from 0. Here count it. So if the see, this is vertex, this is initial ray, and this initial ray and baseline exact lie on the same line. Okay, so here initial ray moves towards this direction. Towards this direction means which direction? Whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So this is the anti-clockwise direction. If it is anti-clockwise direction, here there are two scales are there. One is inner scale, this is inner scale, and this is outer scale. And one thing remember, if it is direction is anti-clockwise, direction of angle is anti-clockwise, use inner scale. If the direction is a clockwise direction, if the direction of the angle is a clockwise direction, use outer scale. Okay. So here again, as it is, keep this central point on the vertex B and this baseline, check properly baseline, and so here count it. This is 0 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree, 60 degree. So what is the measure of this angle? So measure of this angle is how much? 60 degree. See, the degree represent, how to represent degree. Okay. So here the angle of A, B, C equals to how much? 60 degree. Got it? So let us take one more example. Okay students, here one more example I took. So what is this angle? L, M, N. How to measure this angle? So first you, as it is the same procedure, keep this central point on the vertex M and check the baseline as well as initial ray overlap together. So next, see, angle moves this direction. It means what? Clockwise, anti-clockwise. This is a clockwise direction. If it is a clockwise direction, here is the clockwise direction. Take outer scale. So here outer scale 0, 10, 20, so on like that up to here. It is lie between 130 to 140. So after 130, first one line indicates 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So there are 7 lines are there after 130. So therefore the angle of this L, M, N is 137 degree. Okay. So how to represent L, M, N equals to 137 degree. Okay students, so one more example, third one example I will take. So P, Q, R. How to measure angle P, Q, R? Okay. So first here this is the different. First we should be extend this PQ to a straight line. Extend PQ to a straight line. Okay. So now count it. See here. Put a central point on the vertex Q. So check it. Total how much degree it is? Total here. This is it moves from this direction. This direction means which direction? Anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction means which scale? Inner scale. So now it is this is 180 degrees there. 180 degrees there. Still remaining this angle. So again keep this base like that. This Q and this is the initial ray and this is the initial ray, and keep the vertex at point Q. See, observe again it moves anti-clockwise direction. So already 180 over remaining angle. If it is anti-clockwise direction, inner scale. So here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 is there. So not exact 50. Okay, 50 is there. So here I will take 50 degree. So total 180 plus 50 degree. 180 plus 50 degree angle PQR. So it is also called a reflex angle. We can discuss the types of angles. Just now I write 180 plus 50. 180 plus 50 equals to total how much? 230 degree. See, once I remember, the direction of angle is like that. The direction of angle is like that. It is anti-clockwise. If the direction of angle is like that, so it is clockwise direction. So keep remember, don't confuse. Okay. Okay students, another topic is types of angles. Okay. So first one is zero angle. So zero angle. So we know that. So here is draw the diagram. So this is the initial ray O A. Here initial ray doesn't go any distance, means there is no any angle formed. Okay, here the initial ray doesn't move any distance, means there is no angle formed. Such type of angles are called zero angle. So how to write the definition? If the initial ray, or you can write the measure of an angle which is equal to 0 degree is called zero angle, or if the initial ray doesn't move any distance once and there is no angle formed, such angle is called zero angle. You can follow either that one or this one. So the measure of an angle, which is equal to 0, is called zero angle. So what do you mean by zero angle? One more definition. If the initial ray doesn't move any distance, it means there is no angle formed. Such angles are called zero angle. Here one more definition. The measure of an angle which is equal to 0 is called zero angle. So second type is acute angle. So here I draw a diagram, some diagrams. So here so what do you mean by acute angle? See here, this is what initial ray and this is what final ray. So here the initial ray moves, so the initial ray and this is the final ray. Here this is the initial ray and this is the final ray. So there is one angle called the measure of an angle in between 0 to 90 degree. The measure of an angle in between 0 to 90 degree is called acute angle. The measure of an angle, the measure of an angle, the measure of an angle which is lies between means in between 0 to 90, which is lies between 0 and 90 degree, 0 and 90 degree. Such angles are called acute angle. What are the types of acute angle? So I will write, for example, this angle may be 45 degree, this angle may be 42 degree, and 32 degree, 75 degree, 89 degree is also example of what? Acute angle. So in between 0 to 90, any angle you can take, that is example or that is belongs to what? Acute angle.